have a couple thoughts, especially I think that are important, especially in this time of quarantine. Um, I hope everyone's doing well. Means everyone's going strong. I really do. I think that humanity is stronger when we all pull together. That's the reason communities work, and we have a bunch of individuals that are just competing against each other to strive more. Um, you really get the success of sort of these really like top-down organizations, not even businesses, but like school structures and community groups and all this kind of stuff. That if we could have all of us genuinely more curious about one another rather than afraid of one another, I think we'd have a lot more happiness in the world. Um, I'm so excited. I love having the bird feeder outside and seeing all the wildlife. Talked to you before about that. Um, so I hope you're doing well. Have any comments? Please post them in the comment section. I'll say hi and see how you're doing. We'll chat a bit. Um, First thing I want to talk about is sun. I think it's right now we're experiencing so much beautiful sun in England. The weather's been crazy incredible. And I think it's really important to get sunshine. I mean, you have that biological thing for vitamin D and that, but like it's strange because in this quarantine, it's pretty easy to get locked up inside and binge watch TV shows and eat and what do you call it? A binge eat when you eat just kind of make your comfort eating. That's not the term for it. Talking about it. Eat your feelings or whatever. Take naps, play video games. Trust me, I do all of those things. All right, and read indoors and all that kind of stuff. But I think it's really important to get outside and get some sun. I think exercise is important, but just break up your day by being outside and being in the fresh air, being in the air. And it sounds so cheesy and stupid, but I think it helps. It helps depression, like getting that feeling of being stuck inside. I really think it helps with that a lot. So I think getting that fresh air, being around plants, being around life, like a little pigeon, being in the sun, I think human beings are designed for that. So please make sure you get outside and get some sun, not just like every other day, but every day. Get outside, take 8 deep breaths in the sun, let that sun wash over your skin because we're in a time where um, not only can you feel cloistered because of the quarantine, but you can feel depressed and you close all the windows and all of a sudden and close all the drapes and all of a sudden you're stuck in a little cave for days, for days. You can still socially distance. You can still stay from large groups of people, but just get outside, which is difficult for larger cities like New York or Los Angeles. But I still think you need to do it. You need to get outside. Human beings are the authors of the artificial, but we are bound by the natural. So that's the thing. Another thing is, oh my God, there's a bumblebee. Oh my God, there's a bumblebee. It was a bumblebee. He was flying right by me. I was hoping he would come around and fly like right here. That'd have been awesome. But no, but he was like just this far away from the back of the laptop. The thing is water, and I've talked about this before, but make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Almost force yourself to drink too much water in a sense. Like make sure my wife keeps a big container of water always by her, so that way it's always accessible when she wants water, which I think is a great idea. Showers are great. Drinking lots of water is great. Um, and just watering the plants. And I think those things are under. It's the thing is we can get stuck in this rut of just consuming things. We can get stuck in this rut. I'm just going to Netflix binge this. Or I'm going to be stuck on Facebook or whatever social media or whatever it is. But you need to break that up with the things that make us human and alive. Right, dude. I'm on social media recording videos, but I'm still saying get out in the sun, drink lots of water, shower, enjoy a hot bath. I think all those things reunite us and reconnect us and recharge us, like they're so important, and make a priority for that. Like don't just that's the thing I think that some people learn during these times is no one else makes your health a priority, meaning no one else goes it's time for you to work out. No one else goes I'm going to put water by your bedside. You have to make your personal health a priority. Amazon.com is not going to do that. Twitter is not going to do that. None of these huge corporations are going to do that because it's not financially viable for them. You have to make your health a priority, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying be self-absorbed and treat other people like crap. I am saying make sure that your health is your priority. That's so important, and that your happiness is one of the things that you search for. Um, like happiness is not like a light switch. Like you're not going to be happy tomorrow and all of a sudden you're happy for the rest of your life. It's a constant process. It's a constant journey. It's a constant. You have to constantly work at it. Um, And so I want you to be constantly working on it every day. And that's not too much to ask. Make sure that you are taking steps to make yourself happy every day. We all go through depression and dark spots. I go through that. I go through anxiety, all this kind of stuff. But you cannot do not make yourself feel guilty for making sure that you do stuff that makes you healthy. And we're not talking about vices. We're not talking about addictions. We're not talking about enabling behaviors. We're talking about stuff that legitimately makes you happier in the long run. Things like this are like exercise, like I'm saying, sun, water, talking to good people, healthy people. You'll be surprised how cutting toxic people out of your life and talking to people that are truly healthy, not just enablers, not just people are telling you what you want to hear, but people that are truly healthy, how much that can really lift your spirits. Oh God, there's this thing called polyvagal theory. I've talked about it before, but one of the things is one of the ways that we can make ourselves happier, one of the things ways we can make ourselves less afraid is by spending time with people that are supportive. It's like it's a psychological like fact. I know psychology thing, but like, but one of the ways that we can feel ourselves, make ourselves feel less anxious, less afraid, less depressed, is by talking to people that are healthy and that are supportive. It sounds like a no-brainer, but then start doing that in your life. Don't look at people that you're addicted to. Don't look at people that you're constantly throwing attention at. Look at people that fill you up, that support you. Those are the people that you should be talking to randomly. Call them and talk for 2 minutes. Hey, I just want to say hi. Hope you're having a great day. Bye. I know that sounds weird, but I do that stuff all the time, all the time. And it's surprising how so many people think, well, no one's reaching out to me. No one's asking me to be in a project. And they're not asking anyone or they're not doing the same thing. High tide raises all boats. I want to come up with a different phrase than that, but I do like that phrase. Hope you're doing great. I'm going to cut it short here, but I want you to once I've been saying this a lot, to do something that makes you a little happier every day. Buy a plant, be a part of something bigger. Buy a plant, get a pet, start an art project that's really big, that art project you've always wanted to work on. Be a part of something bigger and realize that you are a part of something bigger. You are, like, you have no choice. You are a part of something bigger. You're part of this thing we call humanity, right? And there's people that love you, and humanity is like outer space. Okay, so in outer space, this is I don't know why I went this direction, but I'm going to justify it. I'm an improv and justify it. So outer space, planets just don't exist in the air. Planets and stars and comets actually affect one another. So imagine that there's this big blanket, and on that blanket, different planets sit, right? And the heavier the planet, which in outer space terms are like density, uh, yeah, the heavier the planet, the lower it sinks. The lower it sinks into this blanket because this blanket's just kind of floating like on top of water. So heavier planets sink, which would be like denser planets sink, right? Now that blanket represents gravity. So if anything's ever traveling along that blanket, it's going to be affected by the larger planets, right? We can't help it. Planets affect one another, and you are a beautiful planet. Think about what you want on your planet. Do you want your planet to be like Mars, red and dusty, or do you want it to be like Earth, or think like Guardians of the Galaxy, like a planet teeming with light and greenery and water and beautiful vistas? Build that. Be the planet you want to see in the universe. You are the planet you want to see in the universe. I'm going to end it on that.